My name's Andrea, and I'm Andrew's mother. Our birthdays are 2 days apart. And I'm driving down the street, and I see this wreck, and I just knew. There was blood all over this telephone pole. His bike had exploded.
It was a mess. He had a lot of tubes coming out of him. He was pretty well scabbed. He basically covered with road rash.
And the doctor came in and said that there was no brain waves. He's on life support, and you guys need to get ready for end of life.
In my head, I could see a face looking up at the surface like water. And at that moment, I realized that Andrew was still inside. Regardless of the brain waves, regardless of the heartbeat, how he was being kept alive by machines, at that point, I knew he was still in there.
Came to us, he's very sick, very ill, had a lot of issues we call like comorbidities, a lot of different things that were going on with him. Our job is basically we want to get them stabilized because, you know, we're still in acute care. And so what we do is we want to get him to the point where he is ready for rehab.
When he first arrived, he was on the ventilator, he had a tracheostomy tube, he was essentially in a coma, he had a really severe head injury. Where his blood pressure would get really, really high, his respiratory rate would get really high, he was extremely diaphoretic or sweaty.
Andrew did a lot of brainstorming, and it was so severe, his blood pressure would shoot up, his heart rate would get to almost 200. And at any time, he could have stroked out and had a heart attack and died.
As his brain was able to repair, then that, of course, stopped. And then things, got a lot easier.
The amazing thing about Kindred Hospital was everybody took a personal concern with Andrew.
I had to see him leave out the front door and not out the back door. And that was my goal with him.
The minute he opened his eyes, the very next day they took him downstairs. We're starting physical therapy. They would move his arms up and down, and they would move his head side to side. And they did that twice a day, every day. And he started showing signs of our Andrew being back, didn't he?
We don't give up. We keep going. As long as you have a will, there is a way. It was just a really wonderful outcome. All the different disciplines worked together.
We get him to a level where he basically can go to a rehab facility.
He was alert and oriented. He was talking to us. He was laughing and joking with his friends, and it was just really uplifting, I think, for all of the staff to see that happen.
I can't tell you how happy I am that our son is, even this day, recovering and becoming more of the man that I knew he was capable of being.
I definitely want to say thank you, and that I wish everybody the best, and I hope that God touches all their life, how they all touched my life and helped me so much.
He is a miracle. He shouldn't be here. He shouldn't be walking. He shouldn't be talking. He shouldn't know who people are. But he proved everybody wrong, and he is a true success story.
All those people that were there today, they became our family because they knew him and they knew what he needed.
Thank you for letting us be a part of his care, because it's so nice to see like what you do is actually making a difference.
I love my son. He's going leaps and bounds, and he's doing things he normally wouldn't do, and
He's a living miracle.
he is a living miracle, and everybody loves it.
I see myself doing motivational speaking and just telling people that no matter what you go through, that you're never alone.